This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. You know, I don't always call Shawn Porter, Shawn Constipated Porter, right? Because, you know, I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. But we're not calling him Shawn Constipated Porter. Because of this recent PBC face-to-face, we calling him Shawn Constipated all the way in his ass Porter. Let me say that again. Shawn Constipated all the way in his ass Porter. This is how you can tell when somebody's constipated. Shawn is constipated via intimidation. Let me say that again. Shawn is constipated via intimidation. When you see a guy going like this, or 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 like this, he was doing all of that movement. When you see people move around when another person is talking, especially when this is happening, you know that test your temperature. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you dead in your damn eye and I'm talking to you, and the person is constantly moving around. It's two things that's happening. They're insecure and miserable as fuck, and they're constipated as shit. Let me say that again. They're insecure and miserable as fuck, and they're constipated as shit. Both of those things was happening with Shawn Porter. The guy didn't know where to land on his misplaced or misguided sense of confidence. Let me say that again. He didn't know where to land on his misplaced or misguided sense of confidence. This is why when anybody sits here and has the gall to defend a guy like this, who we clearly know is a constipated fighter, that speaks leagues and volumes. You got a Shawn Constipated Porter booty boy that's sitting here defending this dude. What does that say about him? That's why everybody was sitting there like, what? When you go against Errol the True Spence, you are basically blacklisted on YouTube. Let me say it again. When you go against Errol the True Spence, you are basically blacklisted on YouTube as a classic dolt and a troglodyte, someone who don't know shit about boxing. Because you can't stop the train that is the truth. This is a special fighter, man. Anyone can see that he is the truth, regardless of your ethnicity. If you know boxing and you don't go against Roger Mayweather's term of you don't know shit about boxing, and you really know the craft, the sweet science, the square circle, then you understand that Errol the True Spence is leagues and shoulders above the welterweight division. And I like in the interview how Errol the True Spence threw the Kell Brooks scenario right back in his face. Like a freaking uppercut. How many times have you guys watched me from series after series talk about the common denominator, which is Kell Brook? And then you have these casuals, these ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. And you have hardcore boxing fans that are ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. They talk too sideways out of their ass. When it's their fighter, then they want to come up with all of the excuses of the world. It's like the Loma fanboys. But when it's anybody else, they ain't got shit to say. Now, what's going on? Gervonta Tate Davis got Loma Chico on high alert. And what you're seeing is all of these Loma ultra fanboys come out on their Loma slurpering business. I haven't used the word slurpers in a while. They're on this slurpering shit. And they're sitting here trying to justify. We got somebody that came out with late news and said, I mean, the shit was so obsolete. Oh, Mayweather came out and said that, you know, Gervonta Tate Davis is not going to fight Lomachenko. Are you freaking kidding me? And he said Gervonta Tate Davis was 23. Tank ain't no damn 23 no more. He about to be 25. This is what stuff I'm talking about. Motherfuckers coming with obsolete shit to try to prove a point. But shout outs to the He Knows His Sport family. Shout outs to those who follow the He Knows His Sport movement and lifestyle. They either they murked that cat. They were like, where your ass been? You don't understand that Gervonta Tate Davis just moved up to 135 and he became the mandatory for Vasily Lomachenko? That's what I'm saying. These Loma fanboys, they on high alert. But that's what Errol the True Spence got Shawn Constipated Porter on high alert. When he talked about the Kell Brook, all you saw Porter do with the constipation all deep in his fucking ass, he was like this. But what do you mean? What do you mean? You could tell he was uncomfortable. He was unnerved. And then he had the gall and the audacity to say, well, you never fought the opponents that I fought in Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Second tier welterweights that are flawed as fuck. So hold up, a Keith Thurman that don't know how to operate in the back foot? That if he tried that same bullshit he did with Manny Pacquiao, Errol the True Spence would have systematically broke that shit down quicker and in a faster dispatchment? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Then you want to talk about Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia, who, hold up, holds his punches, who does not let his hands go, and basically does exactly the same variation that Mikey Garcia does, but in a more phonetic way, which is to sit there in the pocket and try to counter you. You didn't mean to tell me Errol the True Spence ain't gonna eat up and chop up that bullshit? Come on, man. Right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. You didn't Keith Thurman give the blueprint on him before he beat his ass? And these dudes had a triangle fight and all of their fights look close. Come on, man. Errol the True Spence is way better than all these cats. So what are we talking about here, Shawn Constipated Porter? Again, debunked with that nonsense. This is stuff I'm talking about. And then you have Shawn Constipated Porter's what? Booty boy that's in here. Oh, Errol the True Spence, he ain't gonna... Remember, I told you when you talk about with ultra fanboys or ultra fanboy rhetoric, you gotta do their voice. Errol the True Spence, you know, he ain't gonna bulldoze. How you gonna sit here and say he gonna bulldoze? You wanna call me an Errol the True Spence lover boy? Or, you know, how you gonna bulldoze? That's disrespectful. He can't bulldoze. So, he can't bulldoze Shawn Constipated Porter because, let me see, you're his booty boy? Did you not put your strap on, motherfucker? Is that what it was? Shawn Constipated Porter's in training camp, so he ain't ramming you no more? Because you know what fighters in training camp, they can't be ramming nobody no more. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. Oh, chameleon there, fake looking motherfucker. Hey, rollin'. Hey, Higgity fucking hush. You and Shawn Constipated Porter need to go somewhere with both of y'all corny asses. We already know what time it is. And then he tried to sit there again. I have to go back to this moment. When I break you. This motherfucker sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I will break you. Have you guys ever watched Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator movie though? Was that believable to you? I will break you. That shit is comical, man. Errol the True Spence was like, am I watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie again? Because last time I checked, when have you ever broken an opponent? Because I didn't see that in the Ugas fight. I did not see that in the Danny Garcia fight. I did not see that in the Keith Thurman fight. What I saw with Kell Brook, and that's why I like the Kell Brook example he brought up, is your ass went and cried to your daddy after Kell Brook embarrassed you, outboxed you, and nullified all of that headbutt, elbow, and low blow nonsense. And you didn't know what to do at that point. What do you think I'm going to do? And I put this dude on bended knee status via 11th round. On his knee. KO stoppage. They had to stop the fight. They TKO'd that shit. So you mean to tell me you are going to beat me? See, this is the thing that people don't understand in boxing. Oh, you can't use the triangle theory. Listen, you dodo heads. You brain full of mush and you brainwash followers. In boxing, there is such a thing as common opponents. This is what we do with Loma and Tank, with Jose Pedraza. We have to do this because we have to look at how one person dispatched the other person that they fought that was a mutual opponent. Errol the True Spence broke Kell Brook's will. Kell Brook damn near embarrassed and exposed Shawn Porter and gave the blueprint on how to beat Shawn Porter. Let me rewind that because this needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and then cerebellum. Hear me and hear me well. Errol the True Spence broke Kell Brook's will that he can never get back. Shawn Constipated Porter was exposed in that fight, and the blueprint of beating him was put out there by Kell Brook. So you ain't intimidating nobody, and you're not gonna break nobody. But guess what? That constipation that's so far up, all the way up in your ass. This is He Knows His Sport. Check it out.